Hey guys, welcome to my newest video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about what every beginner must know after they've learned the basics of chess, how to move the chess pieces, and how to win the game, draw the game, or lose the game. This is the most important thing you need to know after you know that, if you're a beginner. The thing you should know is chess notation, and you might say, why do you need to know that? Well, the answer for that is you need to know that because you need to know how to record your games. If you want to go to a tournament and try to become the best player and go to a FIDE tournament or a USCF tournament or any kind of chess tournament, you need to know how to record your games. And the reason for that is you can analyze and learn from your mistakes from that game. But there's a specific way of notating and recording your games on a pen and paper. And most places will give you pen and paper. But other than that, let's get started. So as you can see, we have a blank board here and we have some coordinates, like numbers and letters. So first of all, let's look at what this means and what this means. If you go horizontally, then that's called a rank. So this fifth rank is gonna be called a fifth rank because it's starting from the fifth square. So it's gonna be called a fifth rank. Even if it was like this, it would still be called a fifth rank because it's on the fifth rank. And if you're going vertically, then it's called a file. So now this is the E file because even though we didn't start on the letter right here, E, it's still counted as the E file. So now here's some practice. Pause your videos once I tell you what your task is. What rank is this? Pause your videos and try to figure out the answer. Well, if you're back, the correct answer is the 7th rank. Alright, another quiz. What file is this? Pause your videos and try to figure it out. Well, if you're back, it's the G file, since it starts from the letter G. And okay, so now you know how files and ranks work. Now let's get to coordinates. So, let's pick a random coordinate. I'm gonna pick this square, and the place or the coordinate for the square is E6. So you put the letter before the number. So in this case, it would be E, since it starts from the letter E right here, and we did E6, and then it would start from the letter 6, as you can see here. So that's how we know this particular square is the E6 square. All right. I'm gonna do another one. This coordinate is B4. Since it starts from the letter B and its number is 4, since the rank is 4 and the file or letter is B, it's gonna be called a B4. Now practice time. I'm going to give you some coordinates and you're going to try to solve what they are. Alright. What is this coordinate? Pause your videos and try to figure it out now. Well, if you're back, it's C8 because it starts from C and it's also from 8. So C8. Now, another one. What is this? And we may have covered it. So if you've been paying attention, You might know this already without having to look at the coordinates. Pause your videos and try to figure it out now. Well, if you're back, it's E6 because it starts from E and it starts from 6 also. Last one. What is this coordinate? Pause your videos and try to figure it out. If you're back again, this is G5 because it starts from G and it's also starting from 5. So it's a G5. Great, now you know how to do the coordinates. Now, what we have to worry about is how do you record a piece moving? We'll find out that now. Alright, so let's first start with the king. So I'm going to drag a king here. Alright, the king is starting on D4. Now how do we record its movements? Well, let's say this king goes to E5. What we do is capital K, and then E, lowercase e, and then 5. So that's how we record a movement. So if we went here, it would be K, lowercase d, and 6. King D6. So the K stands for king, as you might have guessed. And again, once again, if we go here, the notation for that will be K, lowercase c, 5. King C5. Alright, now you know how to record the movement of a king. Let's see how to record a capture of a king. Alright, I'm going to drag a knight here. Alright, now let's say we want to capture this king, but how do we record it? Well, since this knight is on D6, we have to keep note of that. So now once we try to take it, we took it, but it cannot be king lowercase d and 6, king D6, because we just didn't move there. We captured something and then moved there. So what we have to do in this case is uppercase K, lowercase x, lowercase d, 6. King takes, the x stands for takes, D6. So that's how you do notation for capturing. Let's put another black piece here. Alright, we have a rook now. So if we move here and capture it, it will be uppercase K, lowercase x standing takes, and then lowercase e, and then 5. King takes E5. And let's do one more. Let's put a queen here. And now this is check, if you know the basics of chess. So now we're gonna capture this queen. And it's uppercase K, lowercase x, again standing for takes, and then lowercase f, and then 4. King takes F4. Now you know how to do it with the king. Let's look at some of the other pieces now. Now let's move on to the queen. Let's drag a queen right here. And the notation is similar to all the pieces. And even if it's a black, it doesn't matter. The notation is still the same, but you will be given rows so you know which one is white and which one is black's notations. But other than that, can you guess what would be the correct notation if we move the queen here to H8? Pause your videos and try to figure out the answer. Well, if you're back, the correct answer would be uppercase Q for queen, and then lowercase h for the file name, and then 8 for the rank name. Queen H8. So as you can see, it's pretty similar. Same thing goes for a rook. if we move here to D2, it would be rook to D2, or uppercase R, lowercase d, and then 2. That would be D2. And the same thing goes for if you want to capture with the rook or a queen or a bishop or a pawn or a knight. So we're gonna see some crazy positions happening now. Okay, so in this position it's gonna be crazy now, and white has the first turn. So the notation is still the same. So if we do this, then it would still be uppercase Q, X for standing takes, and then E4. Queen takes E4. And the same thing goes with all the other pieces. But you may be asking this one question. What about the knight? What will be the letter for a knight? Since K is already standing for king, what will be it? And that's a good question, actually. So the notation for a knight capture is, or a knight move, is N, standing for knight, and then takes E4, or just, let's say he wants to move somewhere. If he wants to go to G4, that will be knight G4, and I think you understand this now. So let's look at these couple of captures, and now a bishop would be bishop takes E4, or if we wanted to move it to B7, then it would be bishop B7. So now in this case we're going to take. Okay. So now, what do we have to do now? Okay, so let's look at the pawn capturing. A pawn capturing, there's no letter for a pawn. So it will just be simply, if it wants to move somewhere, it has to be, like if it wanted to move D4, then it will just be D4. That's simple, right? And if it wanted to capture, then you had to do D, X, E4. So D takes E4 because pawns don't have a letter. They only have their rank, their file name. So this is the D pawn. This would be a F pawn since it's on the F file. And could you guess what this pawn would be? Try to pause the video and try to figure it out for yourself. Well, if you're back, it would be the A pawn since it's on the A file. Okay, now you know how to capture and record and do everything in chess notation, but first, let's do a little test to test your knowledge. What is the notation for this queen getting to H8? Pause the videos and try to find out the correct notation answer. The correct notation answer is uppercase Q, lowercase h, and then 8. Queen, H8. Okay, now let's do another one. What would be the correct notation answer if we wanted to make this rook capture this B4 pawn? Pause your videos and try to figure it out for yourself. If you're back, then you might have gotten uppercase R, lowercase x, lowercase b, and 4. Rook takes B4. Now let's move on to our final test. 2 tasks for you in this test question. First question is, what is the coordinates of this square that is highlighted in red? And what is this file called? What is this file called? And what is this rank called? Pause your videos and try to figure it out for yourself. If you're back, you might have gotten for the coordinates C3, because it's on C and then 3. And this would be the F rank, because it starts from F. And this would be, maybe I did the fifth one. Yeah, fifth one, rank. And this would be file. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. If you enjoyed this video and if you learned a lot from it, please subscribe. It gives me a lot of motivation to keep on creating new videos and educational chess videos to help you boost up your chess skills. Once again, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!